What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I want to talk about PJ Washington. This guy is getting clowned on social media for getting another female pregnant. And it's another, what people would consider an Instagram model, influencer. His youngest son is not even that old yet. You know, barely a year old. And he's already out here having another child. You know, I have had a lot to say about PJ Washington and Brittany Renner, but I mainly spoken on it from the perspective of, Brittany Renner basically wanted this guy since he was in college and got with him. And once she got pregnant and had that child with him, that relationship fell apart. Didn't surprise me at all. You're trying to get into a relationship with a guy in his early 20s, fresh out of college, well, a year or so out of college. What do you think was going to happen in that situation? So PJ Washington gets involved with her and they have a child together, and then the relationship falls apart. And then right soon after that, he's in a new relationship with another female who is Insta famous, and they've been together, I believe, since last year. Might have been the summer or fall of last year. I'm not quite sure, but it hasn't really been that long for you to then want to go and have a child with her. It's very clear to me that a lot of guys like PJ believe that by having a child with a female, that's either going to change her, make her more wife material. It also shows that you fallen for her. And I don't know if that's the best course of action. I just don't. And the crazy thing is, I believe she came into this relationship with a child already. And now he wants to put together this family. You know, I see a lot of attractive regular females all the time. And I'm pretty sure if you live in a really, really big city, you probably see them all the time as well. They're not Instagram models. They're not out here chasing rappers and athletes, but these guys seem to have an affinity for these types of women. First off, I would hope that PJ would focus on basketball and not trying to start families. Now, maybe he came from a more cohesive family and he wants to mirror that, but he's not getting the best advice. I think people should follow the Derek Jeter model. You date until you're retired. And then if you choose to get married, you get married, but don't get into anything serious while you're building. Because, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I mean, things could always change. I see it all the time. I see athletes wife up these Insta famous females and it just goes wrong, all the way wrong. And then when you add in the fact that you're having a child with her, that's only going to make the situation more contentious. But he wants to have a family with her anyway, not understanding these females' nature. See, there's a reason why people don't like guys like me and other guys speaking on these women's true nature, and the fact that a lot of these women love attention more than they love you. They will leave you for their Insta fame, okay? They will still seek out the attention of other men. Why do you think they post pictures with their assets all out? You think they're doing it for you? No, they're doing it for their self-esteem. They're doing it because it's become a routine for them to chase that particular type of attention. Now, PJ having a child with her and him getting clowned on social media, it's because there were people who would probably feel like they were right about him and they knew he would screw up again. So let's get into this article here where it discusses PJ Washington. It says, Alisa reveals her pregnancy via social media on her 25th birthday, which the Charlotte Hornets player marks with a sweet tribute on his own Instagram page. PJ Washington is a soon-to-be father of two. The NBA star is expecting his first child together with his girlfriend, Alisa Chanel, more than a year after welcoming a child with ex Brittany Renner. That's why he's being clowned all over social media. You just had a child with Brittany Renner last year. And now you're having another one. Directionless. Absolutely directionless. It's Elisa who shared the news via her Instagram page marking her 25th birthday on Sunday, July 31st. The Instagram model posted several pics from her maternity photo shoot. In the snap, she looked glowing as she showed off her baby bump while wearing a revealing bejeweled dress. Elisa didn't say anything about the pregnancy in the caption, but appeared to refer to the yet to be born baby as she wrote God's greatest gift, adding, "This is chapter 25. PJ responded by writing in the comment, "I love you." You know what's crazy is that what is really the difference between her and Brittany Renner, besides the fact that Brittany Renner makes goofy videos and has wrote a book about sleeping with rappers and entertainers and professional athletes? But you take all that out the equation. What's the difference? He didn't want to have a family with Brittany Renner, but he wants to have a family with Elisa, who basically is doing the same thing. And she brought a child into the relationship. So what's the difference? Now, this is no diss to Elisa. She might be a very nice person, but I'm trying to, I have to be real here. I have to be honest. You take away all that extraness with Brittany Renner, what's the difference? You didn't want to start a family with Brittany Renner, but you want to start it with Elisa, which is fine. Hey, if you feel like one is better than the other, then that's cool, man. But again, I have seen this story play out. I have. A lot of you guys aren't as smart as you think you are. Just because you're an NBA player and you have money does not mean that these females think that you're the only one that they can get. All these females think they can go and get them a rapper or an athlete. If they have one, they think they can go and have more of them. And I just want PJ to understand that you have to be careful out here, man. These people, a lot of people out here don't have your best interests at heart. You have to build a core unit of people who have your best interests and are going to give you the best advice. Because there's a lot of people out there that want what you have and want the lifestyle you can provide for them. And in turn, they give you time, but how long before one or the other gets bored with the relationship and don't want to be with each other? That's what we have to, nobody wants to have that conversation. Let's see. Meanwhile, PJ wished Elisa a happy birthday with a sweet shout out posted on his own social media account. He shared a picture, the model posing with her brand new car, which he apparently gifted her on her birthday, as well as other photos and videos of the two together. Man, this dude is in love. He's in love, man. In the caption, he wrote, since the day we met, we have been attached to the hip, and I wouldn't want it any other way. We've had so many great experiences and memories on such little time. The 23-year-old basketball player went on gushing about his girlfriend. You have shown me love and affection when I needed it the most. You have always been there for our kids. You go out of your way to make others happy. You encourage everybody to do better and be better. We have grown a lot together and so glad. And wait a minute. Hold on. I have to stop. PJ, you say you and her have grown a lot together. Unless you two have been friends for years, you've only been dating her for what, less than a year? So the whole growing together, so you've grown with her a lot in 1 year? What's going to come next? A marriage proposal? And by the way, you should actually propose before you have a child with a woman, because that gives you at least time to put that engagement ring on her, be around her. And let's say you do get married to her, you still don't have any children with her. I think people are freely out here just sleeping around and having children with people and not really respecting their own bodies, respecting their seed. A lot of you dudes don't respect your seed. It doesn't look like PJ's respecting the seed, because he could end up having more children. He's only 23 years old. So I could see PJ having more children. By the time he's 20, let's say the time he's 28, probably have about 3-4 kids by then, by 2 different women. We have grown a lot together and I'm so glad we met. He continued, I can't wait to spend the rest of time with you. I'm forever grateful for everything you do. I love you, baby. Happy 25th. And this is her with the new car that he bought her. Well, I did some pictures together. Let's see. PJ and Alyssa began dating in September of last year after he called it quits with his ex and baby mama Brittany in July. So that didn't take a lot of time. Just 2 months after they welcomed their first child together in June of this year, the athlete got his girlfriend's name tattooed on his back. And I spoke about that. Listen, man, PJ is an adult. He's going to do what he wants to do. But if this thing falls apart, man, you have nobody to blame but yourself. PJ has so many people in his corner when that relationship with Brittany Renner fell apart. He had a lot of people in his corner. He had a lot of people that were there to support him. And to me, he's thrown that away. Because if this situation doesn't work out, he's now the father of 2 children by 2 different women. And that's not going to be the end of it. I could see, if this relationship doesn't work out, I could see PJ getting with another female that he's in love with and having a child with her. You dudes got to respect your seed, man. Especially when you have money and resources and you have a lot to lose. You can't just be out here just smashing chicks and having children with them. Just because in the moment you're in love with them. Now, again, hopefully it works out for his sake, because if it doesn't, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, because unlike Brittany Renner, this female is going to take you to court for child support. I could totally see that. Could be wrong. So let me know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.